Hello my friends and welcome back to my Declutter series. Now you may have noticed I took a little break over here, both life happenings and also I've wanted to figure out how to do this series better. If you are strictly a skincare enthusiast, you may not know this, but in the makeup community, makeup enthusiasts love declutter videos, whereas you don't see them, at least often, in skincare circles. None of the big YouTubers do skincare declutters. So I want to do this series even better than we have so far, and I think that perhaps the new angle will help a lot with that. I also want to let you know I'm doing this at the weirdest time because we still don't know if we're going to be able to buy stuff at the same price as it's been, how the tariffs are going to affect everything. There's just so stinking much uncertainty in the world and America in April of 2025. But I still not only want to, I need to finish this declutter goodness. So I hope this new style is more for everyone because so far it's just been, it feels like half and half. Today's video is going to be the declutter of toners and essences, and I didn't think I had that many of these until I piled them all together. It's a lot. How did this happen? How did this happen? As always, timestamps and links are in the description box below. We are going to be going by type of toner or essence. My skin type is dry, acne-prone, and a bit sensitive, and I'll include some links in the description box below if you would like to check these products out and help support the channel. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, what do we think? We are officially halfway between the floor and my vanity area. I feel like this angle is making my boxes look a little short, but that's okay. It's okay, because I can show you everything and we can talk about it and compare it. Yes? No? Let me know. We're starting this video with toners, and I have to start with the toners that I have stocked up on. Again, all of this uncertainty, all of the tariff stuff, I haven't known what to do, so I stocked up on toners. The Anua is my absolute favorite. Don't click away. I know it went viral. I know that it didn't work for everybody, but I love it. And I think it might be one of those things where if you have a similar skin type to me, if you also have acne issues and dryness as well, it might just be that it's the perfect pairing for our skin type. So yeah, stocked up on 3 of those. I also bought an Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 toner from Ulta, just in case the inflation affects all of us in the US. These are my favorites. One of my absolute favorite mist toners, if not my absolute favorite. I love Coenzyme Q10 for its antioxidant properties, and again, there's just something about this toner that does something to help with my dryness and my acne, my 2 biggest concerns. And I bought this in the Urban Outfitters sale. I still haven't gotten around to trying it because I think I gotta stop buying products that aren't as much for me. I'm just not the biggest fan of this product category. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because a lot of people love it, but I feel like I'm stuck on, but it's so wasteful. I'll give it a try at some point. I just haven't broken into it yet. Obviously, there's no point in decluttering the stock up pile. It's the stock up pile, but I wanted to make sure to show you what we have, as this is the first category where I've stocked up. Our next category is exfoliating toners, and I want to start this section off with a very important thing for you to know. So this product right here from Mary & May, this is their vegan Pt.3 AHA/PHA blemish toner, very mildly exfoliating. I bought this once, I decluttered it, and then I bought it again because I thought I missed it. You know what? I'm gonna declutter it yet again. Now, may this be a lesson to you, because I truly believe a lot of us declutter things and then think we regret it. I lived and learned. We didn't actually regret it. I don't know, it's some kind of dragon shiny thing that I don't currently have mindset that kicks in, but you decluttered it probably for a reason. And mine was I just didn't feel like this really added all that much to my collection. We have other antibacterial products that we're gonna get to later in this video. Not to mention that a lot of plant extracts already do have antibacterial properties. So yeah, I'm gonna declutter this again and try to remember for next time. I'm also gonna declutter this Paula's Choice mandelic acid and lactic acid. This is probably nice, but I just feel uncomfortable with some of the choices the brand has made. I admit I need to look more into it, but I also just I don't think I really need this. So I'm gonna pass that along. That was gifted. This was gifted also, the Face Gym Skin Changer. I guess I do like this. Put a pin in that one, we'll come back to it. The Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA toner from Glow Recipe, this is actually a great one. My skin gets along with it quite well, even though it does have some fragrance in it. So I think that these are the two I'm torn between keeping, and I do think I'm going to let go of the... There's so little in there. Is that insulting to give away? Do you think somebody would still like that? Let me know. I'm gonna just put that in the declutter pile for now, which means we have these two to decide between. Both are a little bit more of gentle exfoliants, but not quite as gentle as these two over here. I confess that I reach for the Glow Recipe because of the fun packaging, but I think I'm gonna keep the Face Gem. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep that and declutter these guys. If only we keep this kind of ratio for the entirety of the video, but you know, we already started with keeping 5 products. Next up, we have our spray toners, and this is a little bit funny because I admit to you, first of all, my favorite is the Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 toner, which I have unopened, because if I open that, I will stop using these. And this little guy, this Tower 28 hypochlorous acid spray, I feel like it's not really a toner. It just gets lumped in with toners, but really, I think all of you know this by now. It's kind of just more of an antibacterial prep spray, sort of. It doesn't hydrate at all, not at all. But I bought this to travel with, and it has been so helpful for traveling because I tend to break out while traveling. I actually did not break out too bad this last week. And can you see how much of this I've used? It's about just over half full. This from Peace Out, this was received in PR, and it is supposed to be a hypochlorous acid that actually is a toner. It does have hypochlorous acid in it, but it has clays, it has calming ingredients, soothing ingredients. The problem is it also has my allergens. So this is a very clear situation of let's declutter that one. This is my second favorite, maybe my favorite, I'm gonna say second favorite, toner in the mist category. It's from Axis Y, and it is their Dark Spot Correcting Glow Toner. The only catch with this is you have to shake it. It does actually have 2 layers, and initially I had a lot of difficulty remembering that. And I just tend to go through this product category. I don't have a lot here. I do really like this Bioma Balancing Face Mist. I just feel like it's almost empty. I think I actually would be a jerk if I declutter. I just think it's almost empty. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this and try to remember to finish this. See, we did not do as well in this category as we did the last category because your girl likes spray toners more than exfoliating toners. You see how this works? Friends, this is another category that I really enjoy. This is just kind of, we'll call this toners. Everything here calls itself a toner. Whether that's accurate or not is debatable. Now, I added old Tower 28 hypochlorous acid spray nozzles to these two, and I'm gonna just stay, Stradia, stay. I'm gonna just start off with these 2 products because both of these are declutters. So we have the One Thing Artemisia Capillaris Extract. There was a period of time where it was really popular to have this kind of one ingredient approach to skincare. And the thing is, we are past that. I was actually looking at some K-beauty retailers the other day, and I noticed that the One Thing brand has released a bunch of products that are not at all what they originally were. Their name, One Thing, refers to one ingredient. So this is supposed to be just Artemisia capillaris extract. Of course, extracts have other ingredients, including stabilizers, including preservatives, water. You get the idea. And I think that what happened is this idea of just looking at one ingredient. It sounds good in theory, but in reality, don't you want multi-benefits to your products? The Mixsoon Bifida Toner, kind of the same story, and it just feels like a very watered-down experience of using Bifida. Now, the reason that I put sprayers on both of these bottles is I thought that if I did that, it might increase my how much I like these products. And I used a decent amount of these, but in the end, it didn't. And because they're just such big bottles and I didn't love them, I just never finished them. And I feel wasteful. I do think I'm going to have to dump both of these. Yeah, 2024 expiration on that. Oh wait, 2026 expiration on the Mixsoon. So I'll actually pass along the Mixsoon, but I am going to dump the One Thing. And I'm going to try to learn from my mistake here and not order a gigantic bottle of a product that is just supposedly one ingredient. Now, as for the rest of these products, I, again, like this category, so this is going to be pretty hard for me. I don't really want to get rid of the Parnell. In all truth, I haven't given this a chance. I've only tried it a few times so far. I was originally thinking of a Parnell review because of how much I love the serum. Don't know if I'll get around to that, but I do want to hold on to this for now. The Stratia Aqua Factory, this was PR, and I'm actually almost out of it. I love it. I love Stratia. Such an absolutely wonderful brand, and they knocked it out of the park with this toner. It's everything you could want, super hydrating, soothes and repairs skin. Yeah, it's wonderful, and it proves that you can get really good skincare products in the US even if we lose access to K-beauty. Hopefully we won't. Just did a full review on the Heva Blue Salmon Carrying Centella Toner. I said I'd probably finish this, and I will, so I'll link that video in case you missed it. The Bonjour Propolis Energy Toner. I like this. I've used this on cotton pads the most and done the kind of quick masking system with it. Again, another reason I don't actually like toner pads is because I like the ability to take the time for toner pads when I want to, or just kind of pour this into my hands at other times. I do like this. This is one of the more reparative K-beauty type of toners. Yeah, I'm going to keep this too. Don't judge me in this category. And then the Alive Lab Engine Mugwort Calming Toner. This was one of those influencer freebies from Yesstyle. Again, it's another product where I'm very low on it. This one is super watery and fantastic for making sheet masks. And again, you can just see this is another product category that I really love. Oh, by the way, I want to take a moment to tell you, yeah, I'm keeping all of these. No judgment zone. Wait till we get to Milky Toners before you judge me. So, on the topic of do-it-yourself sheet masks, I kind of feel like I might have really messed up in the way I stocked up. I didn't stock up on those little compressed sheet masks, and yet they're mostly made in China. And I think we might still have perfectly good access to products that are made in Korea, at least for now, at least for how many more days are left of the 90-day extension. But have you all noticed that the Sea Beauty is gone from Yesstyle? And AliExpress products are, exactly as predicted, 150% more expensive because the tariffs are 145%. So I feel like I messed up. I should have bought more essentials, perhaps, than products. We'll see. Time will tell. Again, nobody really knows. Anyway, hopefully I can keep making my DIY sheet mask, or that will really mess up my mentality here. I like to make those from this and the Anua toner. That is exactly what I like to use to make my own sheet masks. So as long as everything stays accessible, we're keeping these 5 toners, some of which are, you know, very low. I feel like this amounts to 2 toners, right? It kind of, yeah, it's like 2 toners. And we're getting rid of these. Milky Toners were kind of the thing of 2024, so we have quite a lot to talk about here. I want to start with this one because it's the odd one out. It is not the India Lee Coenzyme Q10 Toner, just as I said, that's one of my favorite products. I do reuse packaging. I clean it out really well. I don't know if everybody has access to the kind of tools I have to clean out bottles. What this is it's actually the Ordinary's Saccharomyces toner. Do you know that that sprays incredibly well? You remember the old Laneige toner? I mean, it still exists, but they reformulated it. There existed a mist version of that, and it was such a nice mist. I don't know if any of you have tried to put any of these other toners into spray bottles, but it doesn't work very well. This works, and I love it so much. I'm definitely going to repurchase more of that. This was actually PR, but I'm going to get more. I do want to do more with The Ordinary come this summer. So yeah, The Ordinary, still a huge hit. That is a keep. Ooh, we have a lot of products here. Okay. Should we move these? All right, I'll move them. This actually makes way more sense. You can see everything now anyway. Okay, so let's talk about some things that I'm going to go ahead and declutter. I do like the Eccentric Yamroot Vegan Milk Toner. Don't get me wrong, this is actually a fantastic milky toner, and it's a little bit more lightweight too. Can you see this? Can you see that that's a little bit more of a lightweight version of a milky toner? Great for a damaged skin barrier too. I do think I'm going to pass this along though, and the reason is not because I don't like it. It's because it is summer for me as a Floridian. I know, it's spring for everybody else, but it's summer here, and I've already noticed that I am barely reaching for these milky toners. Viral though they may have been, I'm just not grabbing this category. I mean, look at this Ilia. I bought this myself. Look how much I've used. And this expires later this year, so I want to pass this along so somebody else can enjoy it. Great option, I just want someone else to have it. The Pharmacy Honey Milk is easy for me to pass along. I got very frustrated with the packaging on this. I feel like it's too hard to get the product out. This was PR as well, but thicker. See how that compares to the Yesstyle? Still a nice product if you don't mind that it's a little harder to get out, and I've barely used it, so I absolutely want to pass this one along. I'm going to pass along the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. This is also a great, somewhat more lightweight Milky Toner, kind of like the Yesstyle Yam Root. Very affordable and accessible in the US. I just don't need it, so I'm going to pass that one along. The Ilia, this was so expensive, and it's in such nice glass packaging, but I'm just not using it. I'm just not. So, this is a thicker one as well. I called the Haru Haru Wonder a dupe for that. Guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pass this along. I don't want stuff that I'm not using. That's the point of decluttering. So yeah, the Haru Haru Wonder, this is actually my favorite Milky Toner, aside from in the spray version, but again, let me see the date. I just stopped using this too. This one says it expires in 2027. I'm gonna hold on to it. It is my favorite, so I'm gonna keep that one. I want to pass along the Pt.3 Milk Skin Toner as well for the same reason as I'm passing along the vast majority of these Milky Toners. I don't predict I will start using these until November of this year, and that's too far away right now. Just let me know if this is rude to declutter. Is this rude to pass along because there's so little in here and the bottle has a dent? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, passing that one along too. Our last category for this video is essences. I guess I have way fewer essences than I do toners. Again, keep in mind those words are technical terms. You can use a toner in an essence step and an essence in a toner step and vice versa. But yeah, I'm just surprised to see I have so few products that actually call themselves essences. So let's start with my one product that I have in the box here. I just finished my first ever Regelica Immunity Support Essence. It is hands down my favorite essence, so of course I am so grateful to have a backup from the company. I'll open it to show you. It's just such a good product. It has all of your suspended vitamins in it, makes it really fun to use. This bottle lasts so stinking long. It lasts so long. And the ingredients are so different. Microbiome support, vitamin C, sea buckthorn for repair. I just feel like I had some of the healthiest skin ever while using this product, and I sort of feel like the second I ran out, I have missed it. So I want to open this, but I feel like if I do, I will neglect my other products. As is this product. This is from Saro Daru. It is Gothamistas Essence. It is a ginseng-based essence, and it too is absolutely incredible. For a while, I was using that with this. I used this in the essence step, and this almost as a first serum, and again, let me tell you, some of the best skin that I've ever seen. I also recently received The Ordinary's new first ever essence in PR, and I am going to keep that. Like I just said, The Ordinary is the one brand that I've made up my mind I want to re-review. So we're keeping that. Now I know I want to declutter the Jamiso Snail Mucin 95 and Peptide. If you are a long-term subscriber on this channel, you might know I used to be such a big fan of the Cosrx Snail Essence, but I moved away from it. Then I liked this one more for a bit, and I moved away from this too because I just don't feel like we have to use snail mucin anymore. Still, I don't want to let it go to waste, so I am going to pass that one along. And now let's finally talk about these biphase essences. So with these products, you shake them up and you get a toner layer and your milky layer. It's quite nice because you get the benefits of the hydrating toners we talked about earlier, and you get the benefits of the milky toners. And I've actually gone through full-size bottles of the Mary and May, the Dr. Surical. I do like those products, but at the same time, can you see how much product is in these two in particular? The Pat McGrath Labs is new to me, so I am inclined to keep this and give it a chance, whereas I know I like these. I just also know I don't need them right now. So, final verdict here, we're going to keep Pat McGrath, which I just purchased, and we're going to pass those on. I have a few more products in their boxes. I tend to do that if I didn't. instantly like a product, because that way I can pass the product along and people that receive it can check to see if they have any allergies. So these are all declutters. I have, as mentioned, I'm not the biggest fan of toner pads, so this APLB glutathione niacinamide toner pad, this is getting passed along most likely to Ara, who does actually like this product category. Nothing quite like being able to give away a product to a fellow person in your house. The Anua, however, is going. This is a milky toner that reminds me the most of the Pt.3 Milk Skin Toner Light. Super similar. I don't need it. For me, if I'm going to use a milky toner, I go with a milky toner in the winter, and in the summer, I like my watery toners. So this being just a hybrid, I'm just going to pass it along. Dr. Surical Berry Essence. This is such a pretty product. Look at it. So pretty. That is a beautiful glass bottle. It's just too scented. And in a floral way, I just didn't like the smell. Which is so bizarre because Dr. Surical, I don't associate the brand with fragrance. I could definitely see more hardy skin types enjoying how pretty that product and the experience is. That's a no-go, we're passing that along. And the VT Riedel Shot Sparkling Toner, the reason I have this in the box is that I felt cranky about it not looking like I thought it would. It had a bunch of bubbles in the pictures online, but it's not a bad product. Let me look at the ingredients. I might keep this one and try to overcome being cranky about that, just because with how much I loved the VT PDRN, I'm kind of tempted to try out more from the brand. So I'm going back on my thoughts on one of these and 3 more to declutter. This is bringing us to the end. Are you ready to see how we've done? Here we have the final roundup. Let's put this one aside for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are keeping 13 full sizes and 2 minis. And we have a real moment of truth here to see if I'm getting rid of more products than I'm keeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my gosh! We are getting rid of 18 full-size toners. And my friends, that's the end of this skincare declutter for toners and essences. We're at the point where I'm ready for a playlist, so I'll put these all together in a playlist for you if you want to check out the full declutter, but let me know if you like this filming style. This is how we'll continue, if most of you like it. And that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time.